So I just got a call from a friend of mine. He says he's having a party, but no alcohol. I'm like, well, then you're having a meeting. I mean, no alcohol, that's like getting a hooker to play cards. I actually have a good friend who owns a bar in my neighborhood. Actually, there's a bar in my neighborhood, and I became good friends with the owner. Either way, we drank till like 6:30 in the morning, but I live right by a school building, you know? So like next thing you know, it's 7 in the morning, and I'm totally loaded, just standing on the corner with all these little kids waiting across the street. That's when it like really hit me. I'm just standing there thinking to myself, like, you know, what am I doing? I'm a grown man. I don't have to wait for the lights. So I'm married, but no kids. I got a niece and nephew. I took them to the Bronx Zoo recently. $20 a head to get into the zoo now. And you ever go, everything's always sleeping. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm talking to the guy in front of the bear exhibit. I'm like, excuse me, where's the bear? He's like, oh, it's sleeping behind the rock. I'm like, oh, because it was $20 to get in, so if you could poke it with a stick, I'd appreciate it. So I got a neighbor, his young kid, he's driving me crazy. Him and his girlfriend just moved in. He's very excited. We're in the hallway the other day. He's like, we just got a new bed. It's made of cherry oak and goose down. What's your bed made of? I'm like, lies and broken promises. I was sleeping the other day. I had a dream my wife was cheating on me. A dream. And I was actually jealous. I couldn't get back to sleep. And she rolled over the next morning. She's like, good morning. I'm like, yeah, rise and shine, sluts. I got a situation now, though. My wife's been getting migraine headaches from the pill. We had to switch birth control. We used the diaphragm for a little while. But the thing with the diaphragm is it's not truly effective unless you wait a half hour after you put it in. Now, that's hot. Just sitting on the edge of the bed like we're waiting for a train. Now we're using condoms. When you use condoms as a married man, it's nostalgic. First time I had to put a condom back on, I felt like I was playing Atari. And it's hard enough to keep the sex rocking and rolling. You know, sometimes we're having sex, I know my wife's not into it. Like, I can tell, like, she's just laying there like she's trying to get a tan, and I'm blocking her sun. And I can't go to my friends for advice. They're all still single. They don't relate. Like, I was watching Jessica Simpson on TV with a buddy the other day, and he actually goes, dude, Jessica Simpson's so hot. If she ever wanted to have sex with you, don't you think your wife would just give you a free pass? I'm like, my wife doesn't let me have ice cream after 9 o'clock at night. They don't get it. Like, I'm hanging out having breakfast with a buddy, right? And he goes, I got to tell you something. You can't tell anyone, not even your wife. I'm like, gossip is all we have. Gossip gets me out of fights. I save it. I'll wait till my wife comes home and she's angry. Like, she'll be like, I asked you to do one thing, just the dishes, one thing. Why couldn't you do it? I'm like, because Larry called and was telling me he's having an affair. And then she's like, an affair? What? With who? I'm like, well, knock out these dishes and I'll tell you.
Nice to meet you. Correale, ladies and gentlemen. Nice job, Pete. Thank you for being here. We'll be right back with Van Hunt, everybody. Thank you so much.
one sick puppy.